Hello, I'm Sarah Stowe, and I'm here at Jim's group's head office to talk with Jim Penman, who is celebrating 25 years of his franchise businesses. Jim, welcome. 25 years is quite a long time to run any business. 25 years in franchising is quite a success. When you look back, what are the big highlights for you?
Mostly it's just improving what we do. I don't so much think of any particular milestone in terms of numbers of franchisees, but I look at measures of, say, franchisee satisfaction and the service we offer and the level of complaints and so forth. It's always a matter of measuring how well you're going and trying to improve what you're doing, and really probably never sitting back and saying, wow, we've done a good job, but what else can we do? How can we be better? In my mind, why do franchisees fail? If I had a perfect ideal for a business, we've got like 3,300 franchisees, and if you asked me my ideal, I wouldn't say to have 30,000 franchisees. I'd have to say not one franchisee ever to fail, not one customer ever to be let down. And I'd rather have that and 3,000 franchisees than have a poorer system and 30,000.
So what is it that drives you? I mean, after 25 years and even longer, you started the business in 82, I think. So what actually drives you, gets you out of bed every day to continue?
Basically, the thrill of doing things better. I just love the adventure of it. It's incredibly exciting. I mean, 25 years, as you say, 1982, longer than that, but I feel in a way we're just getting started. I mean, this year we'll see more changes in Jim's group than there have been in the last 5 years. We've got a massive number of things going on. We've got a completely new franchisor's manual. We've got a new IT system being set up. We've got a new marketing department. We've got website management and so forth going to the fore. We've got social media going on. We've got a whole lot of new divisions starting. We've got a trade exchange we're just setting up in operation, which to help feed to our franchisees. We're looking at marketing directly to businesses to find work for our franchisees, looking for contracts and so forth. There's an enormous number of things just going on. To me, it's incredibly exciting. I know I'm supposed to be dead, statistically speaking, in 25 years, but I really feel I'm just at the beginning of a fascinating life.
How do you manage to manage the different elements of the business? Because I know you've got a particular structure with divisional franchisors. I understand that there's been some significant changes this year. It's quite a handful, though, in terms of being hands-on, and I think I'm right in saying that you give franchisees your phone number and they can contact you. Is it difficult to kind of be a figurehead within a structure but maintain the structure?
I have an extremely great advantage, Sarah, in that I'm a very incompetent person. I'm very poor at doing most things. So what I do is I find quality managers to look after different areas, like Andrew for marketing, or Neil is my COO, or Yadrin in insurance, or my IT guys are fantastic. They're all vastly better at their jobs than I could possibly be. So I'm almost unemployed half the time. I'm just looking for things to do. I'm floating around talking to people and saying, okay, how can we do this better? And I'm very easy to contact for that reason, because I'm not sort of, buried under the detail of everything, because I'm really not very good at doing it. I'm kind of like the visionary, the person that's always spouting up with ideas and saying, let's do this, or what's going wrong here, or why didn't we do that?
So in 25 years, obviously not everything's gone smoothly. I mean, you've had quite a bit of bad publicity over time. What do you think you've kind of learned in that process?
The problem I have is that I'm very pushy. I'm never satisfied with what we're doing. And what happened a few years back in 2009 is I was pushing my franchisors to give better service to franchisees. That's always the issue. It's either I get in trouble with franchisees for pushing them for customer service, or franchisors pushing them for better service to franchisees. And I didn't listen enough. So we really pulled it right back. For example, we've set up a system now where any change to the franchisor's manual, this was set up as a result of that problem, any change to the franchisor's manual has to be formally voted on by an elected committee of franchisors, and then it has to be approved by referendum. And we set a specific referendum, and they've got 30 days to apply, and they can have, back and forth. So we set up processes. But one thing I would say, you're talking about, controversy and stuff. It's not uncommon to have, for franchise systems, to have 10% of their franchisees in some form of legal dispute with the franchisors. Well, we've got 3,300 plus franchisees. We've got nearly 300 franchisors. We don't have any legal disputes going on with any of them at any level that I know of. That's remarkable. So I think sometimes the press just likes to seize on something. You're saying the gloss is coming off, but in reality, there was never a serious problem. There was never a legal issue. There was never a legal fight about it. It was just simply an internal dispute where some franchisors felt we were pushing too fast, and we listened to them. I think I'm learning a lot. I'm becoming a bit wiser. Hopefully not too mature, but just a bit more learning a bit not to do things. You learn a few skills.
So in terms of customers, what is it that they like about the Jim's brand?
We return the calls fast, we turn up on time, and we do a good job for the most part. We don't do that as well as we should, but on the whole, that's why people use us. I think also there is a sense of security because people, especially women, are very cautious about letting somebody come into their yard or especially into their house. And having a uniform on makes it it gives people a sense of comfort. They know that somebody's been vetted, they've been checked, they've got a police check, which we take very seriously. They've been interviewed, trialled out, they've invested money. I mean, we've never had a case, touch wood, of anybody really going bad in gyms. And that's a very big thing. If you call a person a tradie from the local paper and stuff, how do you know who they are? And that's a big factor. We find that not only do we get a much larger share of our much bigger response to our ads, but our conversion rates are astonishingly high. We get something like about 75 to 80% of people actually who call up will actually book a job with us. Very, very high, which means most of our quotes aren't even competitive. This is especially the case when somebody rings back within 10 minutes, which is what we try and get them to do.